I'm at the field tonight with the RCPowers F18 version 3. This is what Dave and Scott built to be the smart plane, meaning that it stays under control under all conditions. And I've got to say, yes, it does. Exactly the way it was built. Let me just show you around the plane. This is a 20-ounce plane. I built it out of model plane foam, which is the second plane I've done out of that, and it works really well. It's about half the cost of Depron. What I've got on here are 4x4 setups, meaning 4 servos, and the elevons operating separately, independently of the ailerons. I've got rudders built in, so that's off of 2 servos, and I did that so that I can switch some V-tails in there. So you see the V-tails coming in there to give me some more tumble and more control. And the one other thing I've got here are Spoilerons. Now, I was programming this radio last night, and Jay was helping me out. That's BoxerMat84. It's very easy to slow down the servo movement on the ER9X. So you can see the Spoilerons coming up and going down very slowly. That gives you a nice transition from level flight into high alpha, and it works really, really well. So I'm very happy with the way it performed, and let's take a look at the maiden flight. The one other thing I did was I extended the KF, upper KF airfoil up to the front here. I always like the look of that, and I think that in slow flying and high alpha and things like that, it really helps out with the stability. I'm using the launching handle that each of the version 3 planes have. Now let's see what it's got. Wow, good speed out of that heads-up motor. This thing is holding its turn very, very tight with no... I'm barely touching the elevator on here. It's just holding it very tight in the turn. Very little input. Nice loop. This has the thrust vectoring vanes on it, whereas the version 2 did not. Okay, nice. Try the roll. Very fast on roll. Very little nose drop on the roll also. Like Dave said, it takes very little input when you're rolling. You can keep the stick flat. Okay, V-tail switch is on. Wow. Even better control on pitch. All right, let's bring it down a little bit lower. Try some high alpha with without the spoilerons. Rudders are working their magic. Ooh, very nice. Okay, let's try out the spoilerons. That's a nice gentle nose up on there. A little bit of wing rock at the upper limits. Let's bring it down a little bit. The problem I have is this is a little bit too light, so even at lower throttle settings, it's gaining altitude. I think I can go a little bit more forward with the CG for that stability. Very nice control with those spoilerons on. Look at that angle. Oh, I love the spoilerons on this plane. I can do this all day, wow. Oh, beautiful, wow. All right, I think that battery is going to be going soon. Let me bring it down in one piece. The spoilerons are still on, by the way. It's amazing. Okay, I'll flip those off. I'm still in high alpha mode here using rudders. Okay, so I'm going to try a 2200 battery in with the next flight and get some more stability, believe it or not, on that hover. See if we can get a little bit more stable on hover. One thing I would like to do is enlarge the rudders to give me a little bit more control in high alpha. The spoilerons really did the trick, man. I love this, the way the spoilerons feel on this plane. So looking forward to flying this again with a 2200 battery up front to bring the center of gravity a little bit further up, and maybe we can get rid of some of that wing rock. Very nice.